What is going on, guys? I apologize. We're going straight into the live game because I do not have the map set correct on the layout, so I'm going to have to fix it in between maps. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead. That 4-pick is red card, proto Hasi Hasi. Alright. That 3-pick. Alright, and the map is starting, so we're going to hop in and we will switch it back when I am able to. But first, we're hopping on board with Crump here. I do think my team names are not updated in the actual game overlay, so it does have Hollow Knights and Hellhounds on here. However, we are watching the Swordsmen and the Goon squad. Let me go ahead and flip these overlays real quick so we have the right team showing. We're just going to stay on board with Crump for a second while I go ahead and get this sorted out. How is everybody doing today? We are in the losers round 3 of the Family Ties Major 4 tournament. Goon squad making quite a run. I don't think their team was expected to make it this far, and they have done well for themselves to try and get good placing in this tournament. So far, though, 23-1 in this map 1 for the Swordsmen and Goon squad. Maybe with a bit of a slow start. Cloudy's Big Tink both starting off 0 kills on the map, and now that we are set up, we can go ahead and hop on board here with Revo coming out of the back spawn, trying to fight his way towards that time with the 4 swordsmen. Now, Goon squad able to finally accrue some time, 27-14 here, but control of that mid-map, of that top hedge's presence is going to go to Goon squad. That is favorable on this map. Hollow Knights going to be fighting off the back foot here, but winning a few of the gunfights. 3 go down. A big 2-piece for Crump to go ahead and set them up on this time. Going to get this last 15 seconds. Going to be about a 30-second lead going into this next hard point. Maybe 35 seconds here as they get on up to about 52, I think, is going to be the final score once they hop off that time. And so Crump trying to push through the outside, trying to find a kill on the Melt through the front side. 2 go down very quickly on the setup for the side of the Goon squad, but they are gonna maintain there, gonna kind of settle, keep soaking that time. G2 coming from the outside, seeing if he can get some kills, but he cannot clean them up. Cloudy's getting a big 2-piece, and let's hop on board with him. A 3-6 start, but his team trying to fight back into this. Trying to hold this front side. He doesn't know where the pressure might be coming from. Does get a spot onto Revo through that top side. G2 does get taken out, but Sack with the trade. Big Tink holding this top side for his team all this time. So far, going to the side of the Goon squad. Good for them so far on this hill to try to fight back into this one, but now it is the Swordsmen who break through and finally get that last 20. And if they can continue to do that, just that last 20, bleed just a little bit, on those hills that they don't win a majority of the time on, it is going to help them to try and maintain this lead for when they do get these early setups. As we see here on this stage hill, G2, big kill on the Cloudies, 2 go dead for the Goon squad very quickly. Big Tink gets taken out again up the top, 3 dead again for the side of the Goon squad. Nothing going their way so far on this stage hill. Can G2 try to find something on the Tink? He cannot. 11-7 is Melt trying to fight his way back into this game. Cloudies gonna need him to step up as their first pick. I know Isaac so far has played more like their first pick if we're talking about statistics and the way this split is going for the team. However, I would like to add Cloudies has had a big day today. I think he's been playing exceptionally well, helping his team get through these series. Even though they did end up losing that one earlier in the day, they have won a few under their belt, trying to win another here. Cloudies, big kill through the outside, gets himself back to even, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's him that's going to need to turn up. He's going to have to keep it going, though. And now the early rotation looked like it was in favor of the Goon Squad, and it is. They are going to get the setup here, but they do have the unfavorable spawns in the bottom garage area. However, trades going even for each team. Sack trying to get a two-piece to try and give his team that slight advantage, but he gets taken out as well. Isaac with a two-piece of his own. Cloudy's trying to fight back from that bottom side of the stadium, but they actually do fight out of it. Not usually the advisable play if you are spawning in that bottom area. It's kind of a guaranteed fish in the barrel type situation, but it is the Goon Squad that fight their way out of it, end up losing the preceding gunfights. So, I'm sorry, not the preceding gunfights, but the following gunfights. And so, Hollow Knights in control of the map, in control of the P1, 131 to 53 is the score. Taken out is G2. Maybe some hedges control, a little bit of map control to the side of the Goon Squad. Goon Squad trying to crawl back into this game. They did get 3 dead, but now trades going down. Can they win another one? They're going to need to win back-to-back trades at least once in this game if they want to try to climb back into it. So far, it seems like the trade battles, although at first seem very even, it seems like once they lose their first set of gunfights, Goon Squad has a hard time resetting in this map, not able to try and work a break after going 4 dead or after going 3 dead. So they're going to need to try to work on that in this second set of rotations. Going into the P2, though, about 135 to 78 right now. Time in favor of the Swordsmen right now. 3 seconds left on this P1, the setup towards the Swordsmen. But, again, these topside spawns are favorable. These top hedges are going to be the better position to be if you are trying to break this P2 hill. So, can the side of the Goon Squad try to win some gunfights here and get some control and try to fight back into this map? A big two-piece out of Cloudy's to stay alive in time. Doesn't want to chow just yet. His teammates playing around him, getting the kills, and now they're going to have to figure out where the other team is spawning. They're going to have the information on 3 players already in that backside. They're going to have to read this on to number 7, G2, spawning out front. He is going to get free shots on to Cloudy, so the break may come in here for the side of the Swordsmen, trying to extend their lead. 20 seconds left on this time. If it all goes to the side of the Goon Squad, I believe this becomes anybody's game at this point. It comes up to these next rotations, and now the Goon Squad has found themselves back in a position where this game is not out of reach just yet. 140 to 116. It looked a lot worse before that P2 there, and they fought their way back into it. They're going to have to work a break here on this P3, though, if they want a chance in this game. Number 44, who is that? That's Isaac. Can we hop on board with him? He does get taken out, actually, before I'm able to. And now Big Tink going to hit this Eskies pinch. He's got to be ready for this player in the back. It's Crump. He does get taken out, so Crump coming through the backside. He does have their pinch. All they have to watch is this front door, but 2 people are going to slide it. It's Cloudy's. It's going to be Isaac. Isaac does get taken out. Cloudy's with the trade. Big Tink with the follow-up, I think, as I think the scoreboard may be a little messed up, but either way, 4 dead for the side of the Swordsmen. And now, if all of this time does go to the side of the Goon Squad, they are going to be able to get a tie game. And thank you for letting me know that the game audio is acting up. Sometimes it just does that. I'm gonna have to re-choose the source for the game audio. Give me 1 second. Not sure why it does that. However, it should be good now. 167 to 137. A little bit of heroics to stop the bleeding out of the side of the Swordsman there to keep it away from a tie game. And now a big setup on this new hill. First here, again, on the stage is going to be the Swordsman. Number 44 and number 3 tried to hit a pinch onto the time, but they aren't going to be able to get the kills. And now, Swordsman going to be running away with this game. If they don't get broken here, it might be just it. But a big nade out of Isaac, and Isaac close to this hill. What can he find here? He does get taken out, though. Big Tink trying to hit a pinch. He's got to know that they're spawning in that P2 area. Is he going to get shot from there? He does. And taken out by Revo on that globe. Globe gets traded out. 2 kills in the favor of the Goon Squad, but now down 215 to 137, and you got to think it's just a matter of time. This P5 hill, this P1 hill, both a little too mixy. If Hollow Knights, I'm sorry, I keep saying Hollow Knights because of my game overlay, but the Swordsman, if the Swordsman are gonna lose this match, they would have to. I mean, if they just want to win this match, they only need about 10 seconds in each of these next two very mixy, very contest-heavy hills. So let's see what the Swordsmen can do to try to close this map 1 out. And I'm sorry, we didn't go into a listen-in yet. How about we do that now? A listen-in with the Swordsmen to see how they close this one out.
Take one shot, top.
Yeah, two camera, one top saves.
One bullet top, on the nice.
Right here.
One in time, one right outside of cat, or right outside of
I'm gonna rip it.
Body's weak in time. Ticket one shot, Isaac, ticket one. Our side.
Yeah, one mid time.
Identified.
Nice, good shit.
I don't see this guy. Already know.
Isaac, pushing ticket. Isaac pushing through ticket right now.
One bullet in ticket.
Absolute
Native in time. I native him in time, their side.
Native ticket our side, laying down.
I spawn out B2.
You can ticket both
I
sides.
have a pinch.
Point is secure.
Nice!
Fucking go, that was both of them.
I got your ticket.
Okay,
My bad.
Good.
Are they spawning?
They're both weak ticket.
Nice, Jack. I got my back. I'm naming my ticket. I have my back. Swap
Big
my
tink
front.
there, double windows.
I have my ticket. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about ticket. Just watch front.
One shot Mel, pushing ticket. There you go.
now Rush, nice. Looking for one still, guys. Looking for one.
Nice! I played like shit that map, dude. Holy fuck.
Alright, and great comms coming out of the side of the Swordsmen. Fantastic comms, even. I mean, you gotta love it there. Taking the map 1 red card. 34 and 27. I do think that stat line belongs to Isaac. I'm not sure who this play of the game is going to belong to. And so, 32 and 21 from Melt, 34 and 27 from Isaac, not able to clutch up that map 1. Going back to our maps and modes, and I know that was a red card. I'm going to have to fix that really quick. Wasn't able to get it done before the series. However, looky there. Slots right in. Map 2 is going to be the same. Map 1 winner going to be the side of the Swordsman here. A very convincing map 1 as well. And let's go ahead and fix that map 2 map. Make that a red card. And this should be our map set here, folks. Red card, Proto, Hasi. And we are going to hop into that red card here shortly. And so far, an entertaining series. It's shaping up to be. Let's see. Okay, here we are. So, it is going to be an interesting series here, though. Going into this map 2, I'm looking at the side of Isaac and Melt to try and clutch up in this map 2 to try and tie the series up. And they are going to end the game. Some kind of issue, possibly with Revo. If I had to guess, he's had some issues today. So, I'm going to go back to that maps and modes. And if somebody could remind me in the chat the score of that map 1, I apologize, but I do not remember what it was. But anyways, let's see. Alright. Sorry about that. Oh, they ended the game again. So, we are back again. I'm gonna have to hop. Where's my Discord? Who are the two teams that are playing right now? Where's... I apologize. Let me see. My Codcaster settings are locked. for whatever reason. So can't fix that just yet. Alright, and it looks like we should be getting into this one, hopefully, here soon. On the map, too. And we're looking at Melt. I'm seeing here, he does have a 1.71 KD on the Major. In the Search and Destroy game mode, let's go ahead and actually pull that up for you guys. If I can here. And here we are. So, loading into this map 2, a player to watch is going to be Melt for this map 2. And so far, it looks like Goon Squad and Melt going to try for a B hit here. Going towards this stadium side of the map. And what can Cloudy's find? Working his way up towards the secret area. Bangs the door front. They're going to be loud here. And actually, Melt does get taken out. First blood to G2 by the nade. Now, Revo with another 2v4. Or 2v3 actually, I'm sorry. For the side of the Goon Squad. But they do get taken out. I apologize. My Codcaster settings were locked. So I was not able, and let me see if I can change that now. I don't think I can. Oh, here we go. Oh, maybe not. So let's go ahead and not try to worry about that until the next map. I apologize. But for some reason my Codcaster settings were locked. So again, we don't have the exact same team names on the overlay, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. At least the colors are different. We know which team is which when we look at the minimap. Those red arrows going to be the Goon Squad. The green ones going to be the Swordsmen. Would have done a green versus yellow probably if I had to change it, having both of their base colors be purple. G2 with a nice pinch onto Isaac, gets the kill. 3v3 so far in the round, but Melt, maybe the weird shout through mid, gets himself taken out. Now, Isaac very quickly left in a 1v3. Do they know he's here? They're going to be looking for him. Can he find a blood? Can he get the second? Now, a very quick 1v1. Gets out with his life, though. Crump, going to be the last up. And if you are the side of the Swordsman, if there's anybody you want in this situation, it's going to be Crump. Isaac has been playing well for the side of the Goon Squad, and so I don't count him out in this 1v1, especially after the snappy two-piece he did just find onto those players. And I apologize, the series count not showing how it should. I don't have that set up, but it is 1-0 for the Swordsman here. Looking to go up 2-0. Isaac may have just gotten bad timing on that A bomb. Going to go to check for B, but the bomb's going to go down. Plant for Crump. Setup towards this backside is Isaac. Going to get the kill. He does find him crossing towards the back. Gets the kill on to Crump. 1v1 goes the way of Isaac. 1-1 in the map. 3-1 start. This should earn him his RCXD, if I had to guess. I'm not 100%. And I don't think it did. So I think he's close. 1 kill maybe. Off of that RC is Isaac. Something to watch out for. And the Goon Squad trying to keep this Cinderella run going. Nobody, I think, would have had them in this top 6 conversation fighting for a top 4 spot late in the afternoon. But here they are against the Swordsmen. Down 1-0 though. Gonna have to fight off the back foot if they want to take this series. This S&D could turn out to be a big one. However, I do think Melt, as the AR Tier 1, does love this map. And so far, A 2-2 start. Cloudy's 0-2 as well. A big kill. So, 4v2 very quickly, and Bomb gonna go down on this A site. Post plant, 4v2 for the side of the Goon squad, but a big kill out of G2 to try to make it a 3v2. He does. And so, can G2 find another kill through this backside? And it looks like they are going to know where both of these players are from the side of the Swordsmen. And so, it's just up to this player to try and get the kills through the backside. Revo does get taken out. Now G2 left in a 1v2. Can we hop on board with him? Going to try and chow the fight through mid, but does get taken out. And I somehow missed every gunfight there except for the last one. Seems like every time I switched, something went down on a different camera. However, a 2-1 lead for the Goon squad against the Swordsmen here on this map too. So, a 6 streak for Isaac. Might as well stay on board with him. He's going to be on defense and actually going to play towards this B site. It does look like a mid to B push maybe here. Yeah, for the side of the Hollow Knights. Going all ticket. I think opting to try and get towards this B side. There is 4 here. What in the... G2? I mean, what? Maybe a little nerves out of the Swordsman? Sack does get taken out. Now a 4v2. They know where both of them are. And now just a 1v4. And now Revo does get the first in that 1v4. I couldn't hop on board with him in time. But the victory... I apologize. That was his... But now a 3-1 lead for the side of the Goon squad, trying to fight back in this series. And I apologize, I'll be right back. My cat is being bad. Alright, I apologize for that, but it does look like a slow, methodical push out of Goon squad on this round. Big team going to be wary of that backside, so we're going to hop on board over here with the rest of his teammates. Isaac on a 7 streak, 1 kill off of that Hellstorm. Sack may have just given it to him, gets the bad timing, but Isaac, a horrible gunfight out of Isaac, jumping on him with the AR for no apparent reason. A free kill, but doesn't take it. And so, a 1v2 for G2 here as Isaac's teammates make up for his mistakes. Cloudy's, though, going to get traded out now. A 1v1, but G2 does not know where Bomb is. Doesn't know that the player is going to have it in his grasp. So this player can do essentially whatever he wants. Going to watch the exit on that backside. Who is it? It's going to be Melt trying to play for that backside kill. Melt actually going to go towards this A site. Going to get a bad timing. And I think G2 actually didn't spot him planting. So G2 actually going to swap and go over towards the B bomb. And again, similar situation as a few rounds ago, except reversed for the opposite team. But G2 very quickly finds the kill on the Cloudies. And now only a 3-2 lead for the side of the Goon squad in this map 3. A chance to go up 4-1. You wanted to take that one if you're Cloudies. And players conversating over that turn on in the mid-map. Isaac still 7-2 though, although could be a 4-1 lead if he does finish that kill. And so you gotta think, big mistake from Isaac. Chokes the Hellstorm, chokes the round and the 4-1 lead. Now, if this round goes in favor of the Swordsmen, They'd really love that last one back, but can they take a 4-2 lead? As right now, the Swordsmen not sure what they want to do for this offense. G2 gonna overchow and does get taken out, and I'm not sure if it was Cloudy's that actually got the kill, but Revo now trying to get through this mid map is the Swordsman. Big Tink taking control of the stage. Can he get the pick on the stack? Doesn't want to throw his life away. Can't die to this player with the bomb. Revo, maybe with a big gunfight, Revo falls out of the map and gets taken out with bomb. And it does get reset back to spawn. Are the players going to be aware of that? A big mistake out of Revo and overchow. And gives away the round. Could have been a 5-1 lead for the Goon squad. Going to be a 4-2 lead, however. So I do that a lot actually in my own matches. Dwell on 1v1 situations that could have gone the other way. Gotta stop doing that. But Sack in the 1v3, and actually let's hop on board with him and see what he opts to do. I think he's just going to let the time expire, not give away any freebies. And so, a 4-2 lead out of Goon squad. Strong in the map 2 so far. Could be up 5-1 again, like I said. So, very commanding map 2 so far. Dangerous if that round went the other way, but it did not. And so, can they close it out here and tie the series 1-1? Sack gonna start towards this A objective. He's gonna meet some players here because it does look like the Goon squad gonna have a fast A hit. He gets some shots on the melt on that globe. He slides right back into a nade, takes some damage, but does slide back into safety. Gives up map control, gives up top hedges control. Very big for his team to have, and now they do not. And so the Goon squad, good positioning so far on this map right now. But a big chow out of Isaac after getting naded. Gonna get the kill. On to Revo, actually. Sack on this site. Can he get the pick on the Cloudies? Towards the stage. Cloudy's gonna have to do good to play his life, and he does. Able to get out. One shot. But man advantage towards his team. Another kill. Out of Melt through the backside. 3v1 now in the round. Looking to go up 5-2, and they do, trying to tie the series 1-1. The Goon squad not going down without a fight. Trying to poke holes in the gameplay of the Swordsmen. Again, the Swordsmen only losing one series so far in the split earlier today to get sent to the lower bracket. And before that, only one map the rest of the split. So, Swordsmen not used to adversity and getting hit with it here once again. Can they bounce back after this map if they don't end up coming back here? 5-2 lead so far. Can Melt find the kill? On to G2 through the bottom. Crump gets across. So does Revo. And so A-site control to the side of the Swordsman. Melt gets a big nade onto the side. A two-piece. Gets the third as well. Can he get the ace on the last round? He wants it. G2 one shot. But his teammate steals it from him. 6-2 goes the Goon squad. And wow, what a map out of the Goon squad, commanding. And like I said, I mean, I highlighted it before the map. Gonna have to look towards Melt to try to turn up in this map too to bring his team into the series. But Isaac as well. Gonna turn up, going 9-3 there. And so, a slow one out of Cloudies, but nonetheless, gonna be a map win, 6-2 for the side of the Goon squad. Let's go ahead and update our pre-game maps and modes here. All right, and let me see. Sorry about this, guys. 6-2 on that map too. Again, I'm not sure if anybody is in the chat currently. I know that they're probably watching that FT COD League match on the main channel as well. So, somebody, if they could, please let me know if the let me see. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm fixing the team names real quick so that we don't have another game with the team names incorrect. Oh, and I did not change it, so we have two different green teams. It is gonna say the right team names, but both teams are gonna be green. It doesn't matter though. It's just different shades of green. I don't remember what the map 1 score was, but I'm going to say that it was like 250 to 188, I think is what I remember. I think it was 178 maybe. So let's go ahead and update that. And I apologize, but now we are back. And we do have the team names right. I did mistype, so it says 4 Sowards rather than 4 Swords, but 4 Swords gonna be the darker green, and the lighter green gonna be the Goon squad. I apologize once again for the colors not being clearer and more separated. Revo with a kill on to Cloudy's. Actually, that's gonna be on to Melt. Their names trading in the scoreboard, but a big kill to open up on this control. 29 to 24 in the life count, and so far the Swordsmen putting the Goon squad in a chokehold here. Not a good map so far. Not a good start. Not gonna give an overall statement on the map, but not a good start for the side of the Goon squad. But they do find a way to get some kills and fight out of their spawn. Melt from the backside does get a kill. Isaac with another. 2 down for the side of the Swordsmen, but Melt does get traded, and so the Swordsmen, a little bit of room to breathe, gonna try and work out of their spawn, and a pinch from Revo here, try to hit up this zip. What can he find through the top side? Has 2 freebies, can get them both, gets them 3 down for the side of the Goon squad in this round. It's looking all Swordsmen. Swordsmen trying to shut it down and take the series lead after a commanding map 1 and a commanding map 2 back for the Goon squad. I apologize, getting a little tongue-tied there, but time stoppage onto the B objective. Can they get the kill? G2 does find it. Revo running free in the spawn. 10 and 3 so far on the series. 4 Swordsmen. I'm sorry, on the map, but 4 Swordsmen gonna take that. First round up 1-0. 6-2 start out of Trump. Not sure if this is his highlight exactly, however. You know that the stats should be correct down there in that bottom corner. This game, for some reason, this far into the split, or into the year, still not having working scoreboards is astonishing, but here we are. Let's stay on board with Revo. 10 and 3 to start, but now on an offense. Let's see if he can keep it up. Going to be a bit easier for the defense on this protocol map. Defense a bit stronger, but Revo and Crump opening up with a nice 2 kills. 3 dead for the side of the Goon squad, and if these 2 players can find a way to get to this stack, they aren't able to, however. 18 with a big kill through the mid. Isaac with the follow-up on to Sack, and so a reset for the side of the Goon squad. I'm sorry, of the Swordsmen. Swordsmen now on this B objective. 13-4 start for Revo. Their hypothetical tier 4 playing like they're tier 1. Can he find something? No. Swordsman getting shut down so far on this offense. A little more even in lives than the Goon squad were able to be, but the Swordsmen don't have any ticks yet. No progress, and so Even one tick would set the Goon Squad apart from them in this next offense. If they aren't able to find this tick, the life advantage still handedly, I would think, in the favor of the Swordsmen. But I don't know if the Goon Squad are able to get at least one tick in that next round. They would take the tick lead. However, a tick is going to come in finally for the Swordsmen on the 3 objective. I apologize. A little slow on this map 3 with the commentary. Not able to keep up with everything going on. Trades going down. But 17 v 11 for the Goon Squad. Not a huge life lead. Gave up one tick. However, a very good defense out of the Goon Squad. Something to build on. Now down one tick in the map. Tied though 1-1. Revo a 16-8 start. If he can keep it up, should look good for the Swordsmen to take this one. When your tier 3 is playing like your best player. And I apologize, he's actually their 4th pick, not their 3rd pick. But when your 4th pick is playing like your best player, it is hard to lose a map. So, looking at Crump here, at G2, both of them to try to turn up and set themselves apart to help them win this series. But now, a push, big tink on this outer wall. Crump gets the spot. The Chow coming out of Isaac. G2 with 3, and so I think that was G2 with 3. G2 through the backside with a 4th, killing these players off spawn. Might get taken out by the guy Heli. 2 kills in favor now of the Goon Squad. I apologize about how confusing it looks on the screen for you guys. 2 different green teams. Wasn't my intention. They just started it just before I was able to change that color for the Swordsman. So, G2 gets a kill through this backside. Playing his life in spiral. Just wants to keep them in this spawn trap. A 6 life lead. 1 tick lead for the side of the Swordsman. If they can get a tick, maybe 2 for the side of the Goon Squad, it would set them up for that last round defense. However, kills not going their way, and I don't even think they do end up finishing that tick. 42 seconds left. 21-14 in lives. This map so far looks commanding out of the Swordsman. However, they weren't able to do much on that first offense. Gonna have to shape it up coming into this next one. Their defense is so far clinical. Maybe both teams playing a clinical defense. Revo coming through the backside. Gonna get the kill. Gonna make them worry about him. Gonna try and get this pinch onto Isaac as well. Not gonna spot him, but does get the last second spot. Trying to get this pinch onto Crump. Actually, that's his teammate. I apologize. Again, confusing because of the colors. That is my fault. But they do stop the time here for very momentarily. 7v18. A wave of kills could be the difference maker, but it's not going to happen. Swordsman up 2-1 in the map. Looking to go up 2-1 in the series. And maybe here we're going to hop on board with the Swordsman on this offense to try to see how they break, try to see how they calm, see what they want to do to try and win this map and take the first offense that either of these teams have. So let's go ahead. I'm going to wait until this round starts, but as soon as it does, we are going to hop on board with them. And here we are with the Swordsmen entering this round 3. Let's see how they're calming, trying to win this offense.
Nothing. I don't see anything right now. I'm stunning it.
Alright. They're
They have a
pushing
trip in.
One top plat. Top
Let's
plat.
go. One shot melt. Top trips. Top
Nick
trips
Cannon.
melt. 1.
Do we kill this guy?
No, we're looking for melt. That's him. That's him. That's him. Do you want to try to get it?
On the steps. Top trip.
I got
I
ammo.
think
Cloudys is in our ship somewhere.
Looking for Isaac. We're looking for Isaac.
On B.
He was on B.
Two our sidewalk, and then one their sidewalk.
Yeah, sidewalk. Source.
The bullet on A. Literally
What's
one
down?
fucking shot on A. Oh my god, there's two of them there.
Isaac
now.
going spiral.
I
Isaac, never mind, back off.
Sidewalk,
Go,
sidewalk,
go.
melt, sidewalk.
Okay, up here.
I'm going B. I'm going B.
P1, P1, tink. One shot P1 and then one
Big gun,
sidewalk.
big
Bounce
gun, melt.
Right above us.
I got one mid.
Nice.
We're taking B.
Go
We're
B,
taking
go G2. I'm gonna
Outer,
come in.
Isaac. Isaac outer. Isaac's outer.
Trying to come in. Our lockers now.
Our sidewalk.
What the fuck? He's on a nasty heady. Left side, Isaac. Don't peek that. Outer heady. Outer. Right there.
Big gun.
Stopping up right
I'm
now.
hopping on A to stop time. I'm on A to stop time.
We
I'm on A.
can be. Cloudsy.
I need help. I'm getting stunned. I'm getting pushed.
Yeah, he's getting pushed.
I'm with
yeah.
you.
I got one.
We can cap that shit.
Spawning out, guys.
Outer.
I can help out her.
My bad.
Got him.
Nice. Huge trade.
Mid behind me, mid. Big cannon. Hit our side cannon. Watch it.
Use it contested.
Nice.
No, watch on the back.
Hey, God,
Isaac
man.
mid. Isaac mid.
Oh my
Isaac
God.
mid.
One.
Isaac dead.
Three down. Push that out, G2. Push that out. We're right behind you.
Hostiles
Push that out.
contesting A. Zone out. Active.
Yo, outer the grand and then bottom grand.
And the minute extension gonna go in favor of the Swordsmen. A very good listening out of them, getting those comms flowing, trying to close this out. 3-1, take the 2-1 lead in the series. Can they do it here? G2, big kill on to Isaac, second on to Cloudy's, spinning around on him, finishes it off, and the Swordsmen gonna go up 2-1 in this series. You expected that to go to a round 5 after how commanding rounds 1 and 2 were. For both defenses, actually. I didn't finish my statement there, but you're going to have a look at the stat board. 26 and 18 from Revo. 22 and 13 from G2. They take the map 3, 3-1. Great one out of them. And before I do anything with this, let's go ahead and make sure that these teams are different colors. So, purple team, gonna be the Swordsmen. Green team, gonna be the Goon squad in this map 3. And it looks like they have it on Hasi. Oh, wait, no, wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, map 4. Going into this map 4, I apologize. And the map 3 winner, let's go ahead, give that to the Swordsmen in the 3-1 fashion here. Hasi Hardpoint coming up next. And we did a highlight for the side of the Goon squad before that map 2. Going into this map 4, let's do a player highlight on G2. A 1.27 KD in the Hardpoint game mode, 1.31 overall KD on the split. G2 having himself a split as their tier 1, and gonna look at him to try to close this series out for the Swordsmen, try to take the lead here. And then we're gonna hop on to this Hardpoint map 4, Swordsmen versus the Goon squad. Colors are now correct. Swordsmen gonna be the purple team at the bottom of the map, and the Goon squad gonna be at the top in green. Trades going down very quickly. A pinch out of Isaac to start the map off. Weird one out of Isaac, if you ask me. Giving his team weird spawns. Now players spawning on both sides, but kills are going to go in favor of the Swordsmen. And it does look like Isaac maybe cost his team some map control there with a weird pinch to give up that top mid control and to try to hit that rock side out, giving his team the bad spawns as well. When going towards this P2, you don't want to be spawning out unless you're already set up on that front side as the hill is popping. You don't really want to be breaking from that front side. If you're set up there early, it does help because that back spawn can be kind of spawn trappy. However, not an early setup for the Goon squad in that regard. The Swordsmen here first, and now they might look to spawn the Goon squad in the back and try to set up that spawn trap like I said, but splits coming in. Number 8 and number 2 fighting for the back spawn still. It's not going to go towards either team, but spawning out is number 3 and number 4 for the side of the Goon squad, having a natural pinch, but the kills going in favor of the Swordsmen very quickly, so they're going to turn around and win the trade battle towards the front. 35 to 18 is the score, 26 left on this P2, and now trying to extend their lead and win this series 3-1 is the Swordsmen, trying to get to that Sunday. Can the Swordsmen do it? 47 to 18 is the score. 12 seconds left on this time. On the rotation, though, is Sack very early. And who is that? It's number 5, Trump, trying to get those rotation kills to go down for the side of the Goon squad. Not a hot start towards this map 4. Cloudy's getting ripped off of the back well area, and full control of this side of the map is going towards the Swordsmen. I mean, they are pushed out on either side. They have that top plat control, but they do let a player in Isaac sneak by and get that kill off the time. Trump with a 2-piece in return. Revo gets 1, and now last alive on the point is Cloudy's going to get taken out, and actually that was Melt. Again, the scoreboard being messed up, the kill feed being messed up, throwing me off just a bit, but another 3 dead for the side of the Swordsmen. They did not want this series to go on any longer so far. 90 to 22 in the map, and now G2 starting off 8 and 2, Revo 11 and 3, the two of them having themselves a day, having themselves a series. What can they find here? They don't find anything, as they do get taken out in the last of that time. Gonna go to the side of the Goon squad, but Crump here first on rotation alongside Sack, his teammate. Only 2 and 5, but Sack gonna be first up to try and get some gunfights in on this P3 objective. He's gonna drop down though and let them run right by. Gives up maybe the cross for his team. Isaac gonna play for that hop up, and Sack does end up get taken out. So now Revo on the back foot. Goon squad with a chance to fight back into this game, but G2 doesn't want that to happen. 11 and 4, so he's gonna pop the streak, get them out of that time. Try to keep this as mixy as possible. His team actually going to push in. Big Tink does get taken out by that streak. And so, Cloudy's as well. I mean, Melt, I apologize. Getting taken out on that bottom gear pinch. G2, big kill on the time. 2 go down again for the side of the Goon squad. 107 to 39 is the score and counting for the side of the Swordsmen. What can they find here? Swordsmen have a chance to extend this lead. 4 seconds left on this P1 and going into the second rotation. 120 to 39 is the score. 3 times the score of the Goon squad has the Swordsman. So can the Goon squad try to fight back in the second rotation? Let's go ahead and hop on board with a listen in with the Goon squad and try to see how they're calming. And actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hop on with the Swordsman once again and see how they're calming, and see what they're looking like to try to close out this series.
I'm gonna keep playing close.
Yeah, I got you. One bottom line!
Running out. He's running out.
Top right window, and 1 secret. One's gonna be spiral, 2 gonna be bottom.
Big Tink is open, by the way.
They killed me on P1. Isaac on hold.
I'm spawned. I'm here.
That's huge time, but we can get
Well,
that.
hitting rock cutter now. Big Tink is gonna be hitting from rock.
Yo, I could streak this.
No, don't
Big
know.
kill, Logan.
Dude, I need help back there. They might push me.
Point active.
They got rock
Nope.
spawns. They're splitting now. They might spawn well.
I bought.
No, I'm watching. No, they spawned behind.
I'm back open.
I'm heady. On the.
Big Tink in the back. Big Tink in the back. Watch out behind you. I spawned well though.
Yeah, we spawned well.
Yeah. Tink 1 shot in the back. Tink is weak as fuck. Tink's still weak as fuck in the back. Nice. I spawned side door. Nice.
Down.
Bottom secret.
In the back, I'm in the back.
Side door. Isaac. Isaac is side door.
Baited it.
Let's do one front.
He's shouting him. He needs help.
God.
Nice, good shit. I'll pick up side. I'll pick up side.
My bad.
Side death.
Rotate. Go. Push you.
I love you.
You're right. The low. Whoa.
Heard. I don't see it.
All right, and a lot of passion, a lot of time from that P2 going towards the side of the Swordsmen. I want to hop on board with the Goon squad here. However, I would like to see them try to win a few gunfights before I do that. I just don't want to uncheck them as they're struggling in the map, trying to get back into rhythm. So until I see them maybe win a wave, I'm going to stay out of the listen-in. And if they do start to fight back a little bit, I'm going to try and see how they're calming to try and fight back into this one. However, I don't want to be the reason that they get unchecked in a losing situation. And now, that front side, Cloudy's with a big kill. Now, time going in the favor of the Goon squad. Gets taken out, does Isaac from the top side. G2 with a big 2-piece. He's playing 3 and 9 to start the map. Melt does get the trade, but now the last 15 seconds gonna go to the side of the Swordsmen. I think that you gotta expect, and actually they don't get that last 15 to try and get themselves over that 190 mark. So 75 to 185 is the score. Early here on the P4 though is the Swordsmen. The Goon squad does need a break here if they want to try to fight back into this game. 3 on the point. They can try to find it here. If they do get this break, I will hop on board with a listen-in. 2 now down for the side of the Goon squad. Goon squad in the hill now with the break. Let's try to hop on board with them and see if they can fight back into this map, into this series.
I think. Nice, good shit. They're all spawning up Lambo.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's that.
Man, I'm dead.
There goes the momentum right there.
I just spawned up.
Oh my god. I needed him in hill. He's weak. Crump on the rock heady.
One.
And as I say it, they say it for me. They get themselves a little bit of momentum. I go in for the listen-in and the 3-piece with the streak. Gonna be a vibe killer for the side of the Goon squad. Thought they had a chance to work their way back into the series, but it's not going to happen. And so it does look like the Swordsmen are going to take the series 3-1, unless Isaac has something to say about it. And I'm sorry, that's actually Big Tink having something to say about it. But Sack going to get the trade. Time still going in favor of the Swordsman. Cloudy is trying to fight back just a little, but he does get taken hostage in that top side. Sack having his way with Cloudy's through that top side of the map. Gonna have to switch off of that. A little not safe for work type situation. But can they eclipse the 100-point mark? The Goon squad not set up for this P2 once again late. And this P2 each time has gone towards the side of the Swordsman. You gotta think that's the difference maker in this game. But a big nade from G2 gonna get a team kill onto Revo and Tink. And so G2 trying to fight on this time, trying to close out the series for the Swordsmen. 109 and counting, trying to get this comeback is the Goon squad. Doesn't want to get eliminated here, playing for their tournament life. On the hill is Cloudy's. He's 18 and 31. If he can turn it around here, 2 good holds puts them right back in this game. Only 12 seconds away from the loss, though. It would have to be perfect Call of Duty if they were to be able to do it. Cloudy's keeping them at bay through the front side. No players able to push up, laying those shots down, but now they finally get in. Cloudy's gonna get the wall bang though, and now a lot of momentum for the side of the Goon squad. They have a chance to try to fight back in this game. 150 to 238 now is the score. Going to be about 155 to 238, and they are going to be here early on this next one. If they can eclipse that 190-point mark on this hill and keep the 4 Swordsmen out of the time, they can have a chance to fight back into this game. But the first set of gunfights is going to go down right now, and they lose all of them. The Swordsmen take control of the time, and I'm sorry I switched and missed all of the gunfights. The contest is in though. Can the trades go in the favor of the Goon squad? They do. 5 seconds to win now for the Swordsmen, but the Goon squad has a chance to eclipse that 190-point mark, giving them a chance to actually turn this on its head and try to win on that P4 objective, on that rock hill. If they get all this time, and it looks like they're gearing up to do it. 180 and counting, 16 seconds left on this time. They cannot let any of this time go to the side of the Swordsmen. Contesting is the, oh my gosh, everything happening at once, I can't even think, but They are going to be late to the rotation. They're going to have to get there quick. Only 5 seconds to win, so it's going to be a sprint across the map. Contest is in very quickly, though. Can they break? It's the Goon Squad. Goon Squad with 3. They get the break. They have a chance, but they can't win it here now. They cannot win it here. They're going to have to hold for another hill. They need all of this time. They have to get it to a P1. There's a chance in the game. It's not over yet. Sack gets taken out through the middle of the map. P2 with the kill. The trades going down. They go in the favor of the Swordsmen. 2 alive. Isaac's there, though, for the contest. Still not over. Isaac in the hill. 2 seconds to win. Can they get it? Contest in one more time. What can they do? Do they get all the trades? Big kills out of Crump and Revo to end the map. And the Swordsmen take the series 3-1. Very valiant effort out of the Goon Squad in that series, in that map 4. Swordsmen, though, too tall of a task. Great match from both of these squads. And maybe, if they were just earlier on a couple of those P2 rotations, the Goon Squad could have found themselves in a map 5 here. However, the Swordsmen are going to take it 3-1 in the series. Let's go ahead, pop that up for you guys. And again, I did not pay attention to the endings. Oh, it was 250 to 204. Never mind. I do remember. 250 to 204 in the hard point for the Swordsmen. 3-1 in the series. And, I mean, the respawns all went their way. You had to think Goon Squad was going to need a Neslo. Isaac, Melt, both very good in that Search and Destroy game mode. Also have some prowess in that control game mode, but weren't able to take that one. They do lose that one 3-1, and then a valiant effort, but too little, too late in the map 4 is going to give the Swordsmen the win 3-1. Going to move on to the top 4 to Sunday, playing tomorrow in that lower bracket finals. And I do think, if my guess is correct, they should be playing against, let me see, I gotta find the bracket here because I do not have the bracket on my stream. But before we end here, I will give the stream a bracket update. And if somebody with perms in here could host the other channel, that would be great. If not, everybody go ahead and head on over to FT_COD League and catch the rest of that match going on our main channel, casted by Tutans. Let's see. I want to figure out who they're playing and hop on board with the side of the Swordsmen for an interview. But first, I want to open that challenge bracket and get an idea of who they're playing and what their thoughts are going into that match tomorrow. And here it is. I found the bracket. And so, the Swordsmen, they should either be playing the Hellhounds or SOB. And actually, I just realized that match is going on right now. So we aren't going to know who they play until after that on the FT COD League channel. Go find out. Let's go ahead and ask them who they would rather play. Swordsman here for a post-game interview. Sorry for the delay on that. Just wanted to pull up the bracket and talk about it. But it looks like you guys are going to be facing either SOB or Hellhounds in that matchup tomorrow. Who would you prefer to face? All right, and so looking to improve tomorrow. Big series, actually, out of G2 there, and Revo, both of you guys popping off. Was there any particular reason for that, or do you think it was just how the cookie crumbled this series, and Crump will get the next one? Not that Crump had a slow series, but just you guys you guys set yourselves apart. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, well, great series, guys. It was definitely a fun watch. That last map got a little spicy towards the end, but you guys were able to close it out. So we will see you guys in the top 4 tomorrow. All right, GG's. And I did leave, as I think he was saying thank you. I apologize for that. But that's going to do it for me here on this channel. If you guys don't know, you can go check out the FT_COD League channel on Twitch to get that last few maps of that other Losers Round 3 matchup, SOB versus the Hellhounds. Thank you guys for stopping by.